Hi Nicolet, I called you recently to know which was your favorite Austrian cake. I was surprised that it was the same as mine, Linze Torte. I found a recipe of Linze Torte that was similar to my grandmother's ate it, even with so many years out of Austria. My grandmother still baked it so well and with so much pleasure, and that everybody would love it. There were even people who said that she was the best Austrian cook from our community. I mean community because even that my grandmother lived more or less 40 years in Brazil, she wouldn't interact with Brazilian people. She read in English, in German. She had friends who would like operas, and it was for me something very interesting how people can live in a almost closed community even in another country. After spending the First War in Austria with her father in the war in Budapest, where also the conditions were really bad, and that after so many years arriving in Brazil, she still maintained that tradition of baking and making beautiful Christmas parties. Me and my sisters would eat really too much of it. We would even get sick because we loved it.
Army bombing plane B-843
I found it interesting that after spending the First War in Austria with her father in the war, she spent the Second War in Budapest, where also the conditions were really bad, and that after so many years arriving in Brazil, she still maintained that tradition of baking and making beautiful Christmas parties. Nowadays we have all over the world many migrations, many due to war also. Here in Brazil we have a lot of people from the Middle East, Africa, Venezuela, making a huge movement because of poverty and war. So we try to make projects to receive those people and sometimes help them a bit, because we know that it's really difficult to arrive in another culture without knowing the language, without knowing the habits. So I expect, if you can, that you answer my video letter. Bye-bye.
This is Volt reporting to Commander Fairfax, Langham Field. Enemy tripod machines now in sight. Reinforced by 3 machines from the Morristown cylinder, 6 altogether. 1 machine partially crippled. Believed hit by shell from Army gun in Watchung Mountains. Guns now appear silent. A heavy black fog hanging close to the earth of extreme density, nature unknown. No sign of heat ray. Enemy now turns east, crossing Passaic River into the Jersey marshes. Another straddles the Pulaski.